Now look at that. Look how quick that was, all right? You had a 455 winning trade, 95 winning trade, and then a $200 winning trade. Welcome to my channel. I'm John Watkins from Phoenix Room Trading, and today I'm going to be going over my 3 favorite future scalping and day trading strategies. These are indicators or setups that I use for certain situations, and they've helped me become more profitable and consistent in my trading. I'm going to go over these setups and show you how I use them and what to specifically look for so you can apply them to your trading and enhance your success rate. The main questions I get asked are, what indicators do you use and how do you find your winning trades? Well, in this video, I'm going to share my screen and show you exactly what I'm looking for. As always, anytime you learn a new strategy, you must practice in sim first. Once you have it down, then you can transfer to the live environment. Before I get into it, don't forget to like this video if you find value and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be rolling out more content soon and you're not going to want to miss what I got next. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is the high-low breaks, what I'm looking at. This red line is the low, green line's the high a day, and I'm looking at these highs and lows within, right? This high is 18.25, this low is 59. This blue line is the opening price. Now I don't want to take the break of the low here because we could have support. But I'm looking over here at this pivot right here, 51.75. I'm going to go ahead and come down here. I'm going to basically stop on this break. If it breaks through this and flushes, I'm looking for it to come test these lows. A lot of selling pressure right here, came back up, hit supply, came back down, double tops and sold off. A lot of selling pressure. I'm not looking for the long. You can see it's bouncing at this blue opening price, what I was just talking about, that support. So now we're gonna wait and we're gonna see if it breaks this low. We're gonna look for it to come down here and test these lows. I got my order waiting, and this is all you do. You do the same thing for the high. It's the opposite, but this is a low break. So I'm gonna wait for it. Now I'm in.
Filled.
Now I got my 7-point stop. I'm gonna let it do its thing. I got my auto break even on. You gotta get it spaced sometimes. You can see it's fighting, but it looks like it's rejecting now. As soon as this hits 100, my auto break even is gonna put my stop. There it is. So now I can't lose on the trade. If it goes back up, I'm gonna be protected. We're gonna let this one do its thing because this is a big red engulfing candle. I wanna see this come down here and test the lows. All right, I got my take profit. Now I'm gonna come here and put it 450, right? If it breaks this low. Now another thing you can do is you can just take a scalp right here at 28.50. So I want you guys to see what happens here. You can see the trade was red for a little bit and I was down like $100, but now I'm up 350. And here it goes, hitting the low.
Order filled.
There it is, 455. I got a 10-point. You can come here again and you can take the break of this low. I'm gonna go ahead and do a 5-point, so 22.50. This is another low break that I like to do, is wait for it to come here and test these lows and break down again. Now watch this.
Stop filled.
So it goes.
Order filled.
Look at that. There's another 95. It's breaking the lows. And now what I like to do is catch the squeeze.
Stop filled.
Already up $20. Let's see. Got my auto break even if it's gonna squeeze up. And there you go.
Filled.
Now look at that. Look how quick that was, all right? You had a 455 winning trade, 95 winning trade, and then a $200 winning trade. Just playing the breaks of these lows, all right? It broke the low, and then I got the squeeze up. I'm looking at price action. I'm looking at the chart to determine that. This is one of my favorite strategies to use, and it works the same for the upside. You can just see it, this wick, right? This wick was 11.75. This is the high. All right, this next candle was 18.25. So this whole price action, you could take a scalp up here at 12 for 5 points. You would have got filled at 17. This would have worked to the upside. It's the same thing on the upside, just reversed. Practice in sim. Start looking at these low breaks and getting used to them. They don't always work. Sometimes it'll tag it like this and then it'll go up. So how do you know? It's just practicing with it, and the more you look at it, the more you're gonna see which ones work, and you're gonna get used to it. Practice on sim first, get used to it. But this is one of my favorite strategies. It's really effective, and as you can see, it's really easy to just block in gains real quick if you take it right. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the VWAP strategy. So the VWAP is a volume weighted average percentage. You just come into indicators, volume based VWAP, all right? It's gonna be the purple line right here. So all this is volume based on price. It does not move between the time frames. So if you come here to the 5 minute, it's gonna remain constant. So all you're gonna do is come here, all right? Now this is a lot of selling pressure, but I'm gonna go ahead and get prepared, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my order here at 72. VWAP is sitting about 69.50, so I'm gonna lead it a little bit, and I'm just gonna leave it there and play the bounce, right? We're looking for a reaction here for it to bounce up. It acts as support or resistance. You can see right here it was resistance. Once it broke through over here, right there, it was resistance, taking the short. But we're above VWAP, so we're looking for the bounces. Once it breaks through with force, it changes direction. So if this comes down and breaks through it with force, we're gonna be looking for it to become resistance. But all I'm doing on these trades,
Order filled.
right there, you can see how it's stopping, boom. It goes right up,
Order filled.
and you're filled, and you just play that reaction. That's my second favorite scalping strategy. I always have the VWAP on my charts. You get good reactions at it, short or long. All right, now this is a cumulative delta strategy. This one's gonna be really quick. It's very subjective. I don't use it all the time for certain setups. I'm just gonna show you an example. Cumulative delta, all it is showing you the delta. So think of it as like buying pressure, right? If you're positive delta, you're long. If you're negative delta, you're short. You have this big move up, delta's pushing up, and then now you make this new high right here, but delta doesn't make a new high. Then we come up here, ultimately fail to make a new high here. This delta, you can see it's downtrending, and then we come down. So what I'm looking for is these double tops where you have this divergence. I'm looking to take shorts. I'm looking to short these tops to fail. Right now, right here, this is rallying again. Delta's down here. What I'm looking for is if this does make an ultimately new high, I'd be looking for it to fail. So I'm gonna short, and if I'm trading options, I'm gonna go into the triple Q and I'm gonna get puts. This is going to work the same way on ES. All these strategies I'm showing you are going to work on the S&P. I use them on NQ because there's just better movement, but you still have the same reactions. And I want you to come down here too. Why'd we stop right here? We'll look at this SMA level. I'll talk about that in my video. If you haven't watched that, go watch the SMA video. Right at this top of this curve where price changed, came right down there, and that's where we reversed. That's why I'm watching these levels. I'm watching these SMA zones, I'm watching these high and these lows, and I'm watching the cumulative delta and the RSI and the volume to figure out what the sentiment is. Don't take trades solely based off of the cumulative delta. I'm just looking for patterns for overall trend. So it's not something I use every day, but if the setup presents itself and I'm wanting to go short and this lines up, it helps me take the trade. Well, there you have it. I hope you learned something new in those 3 methods. If you want to learn more and have access to our live training seminars, you can join the Phoenix Room, where we post our trades and conduct live trainings for trading futures, stocks, and options. And we do have a free area that you can check out. Link will be in the description below, and I will see you in the next video.